personal branding? I think for some listeners and myself, I just think of celebrities that are a brand.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's much different and simpler than what we see on social media. So for a professional, what is personal branding?
That's a really good question, because I think a lot of people get confused, or they think, I don't have a personal brand. Only celebrities or influencers or politicians have a brand. That's not true. We all have a personal brand, whether we like it or not. And it's been said that your personal brand is essentially the way other people see you. So it's the way that you're perceived, both online and in person. And you might think of it sort of as your reputation, but it goes a little bit deeper than that. It's really about the values that you hold, the mission that you are trying to achieve, and how you outwardly present that to the world. And it's very intentional, or it should be very intentional, particularly if you're job searching, about being very clear about what you want your brand to look like, how you want to represent yourself. I mean, down to the way that you dress for the occasion that you're attending. So I think all those things are really important to understand, particularly if you're a job seeker, that knowing that your brand precedes you. I believe it was Jeff Bezos who's famous for saying your personal brand is how other people perceive you or what they say about you when you're not in the room. And I think that's a really good description of what a brand is in terms of a definition. It's a good way of putting it.
So why is it important for a job search?
If you think about it, these days, it's not just enough to present yourself in person in a certain way. We are digitally connected. Social media is huge. We all have an online presence, and you better believe that your potential employers and colleagues to some degree are going to be doing some research when you become a potential job candidate. So you really want to make sure that the information and content that is out there portraying who you are is an accurate representation of who you are, and hopefully a very positive one. So when you're job searching, you want to make sure that you're presenting yourself in those ways to make sure that people get the authentic piece of you. And I always say, now I'll probably mention this more than once because it really is important, is being authentic when you're developing your personal brand or presenting yourself. Because I truly believe that we attract the right opportunities, the right jobs, and even the right people in our lives when we are our genuine, true selves. And sometimes we're a little uncomfortable with presenting who we are because we're like, I don't know if they're going to like me. I'm not sure if I'm the right fit. But particularly as a job seeker, you want to make sure that you're in alignment with an organization's culture, their goals and mission, their values. So if you are not presenting an authentic brand or your authentic self, you're potentially setting yourself up for a misalignment in the future, which means maybe the job won't be a great fit for you 6 months, 12 months down the line. But you're also missing the opportunity to really connect on a deeper level, not only with your employer, but your colleagues, if you feel like you can present yourself in your true nature.